Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your Mars trine Pluto for September 6th, 2021. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly how will Aries be affected by Mars trine Pluto, September 6, 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have strength, which is Leo energy. If we have Leo within our natal chart, that's coming through very strongly. But this is a time for strength, and that makes a lot of sense because with Mars trine Uranus, this is a intensely strong and powerful, not trine Uranus, trine Pluto. This is an intense time, and we are going to see that this is not a time to mess around with. This is a time to get things done, to focus, to see what it is that we want, to know what it is that we desire. It moves us to our inner selves, which is the Four of Water, the Four of Cups. A gift is coming that doesn't necessarily feel like it's a gift, but it leads us within our emotional selves to the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. And if we have that within our natal chart, it's coming through very powerfully here. But with this comes an intensity of insight and understanding, comes a sense of I'm turning to where I need to be for myself and for what I desire. And it brings us to the world. This makes perfect sense that the world will open up for us during this time. And we have here the card that turned over on top, and Spirit was like, leave it be, is the Craftsman of Air. So here we have the Craftsman of the Swords, which is the Knight of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this is very much a sense of I'm creating, I'm cultivating, I'm bringing things forward in such a way that is extraordinary, that has to do with my breath and my words and what I desire. And that makes perfect sense because during this time with Mars trine Pluto, this is a time of strong will and determination for success. This is not a time to kind of muck about and just think, oh, this is fine. September 6th is going to be the day that we want to kind of circle on our calendar to say, this is when I get things done. This is when I move things forward. Mars trine Pluto. Mars is going to act as Mars is going to act on Pluto's evolutionary drive for healing, transformation, and rebuilding. This is a time for us to easily express our desires, our passions, and what we want from this world, and how we raise our energy vibration to be able to embrace what we desire, what we focus on, and where it is that we need to be. This is a time where we're moving towards a higher energy vibration through transformation of energies, through a sense of working towards what we really want within the world and leaving the rest a little bit behind during this time. This is a day to be selfish. This is a day to be focused. And this is also a time when the energy around us, the aura around us, is going to be that of sensuality, it's going to be that of power and passion. And we want to use that to the highest of our ability during this time, because we have a lot of work to get done. We have this strong will and determination for success. This can make us courageous and bountiful and absolutely knocking down barriers, or this can make us so that our ego comes through just a little bit too much, and we have to be mindful of where we stand. That's why at our hearts is saying turn inward, see what it is that we truly want, not what it is that we're trying to do for anybody else. Now let's look at this time and see what energy we need to be mindful of. What is the energy that Aries needs to be mindful of during Mars trine Pluto, September 6, 2021? Angels and spirit guides. And that's the King of Wands. That makes sense. Mars is fire sign energy. Here it can be our own fire sign energy coming out, since, Aries, Mars is what we're named after. Mars is the Roman name for Aries. And this is a time where we are going to find our fire and our passion and our determination really leading us forward. And we have to kind of check it in just a little bit to say, okay, there's a fierceness to me, there's a drive to me, there's a ruling power about me during this time because of this planetary alignment. And I want to let my fire shine just so bright. I want to let myself push forward, go after, achieve, and succeed. But I need to look and really balance things in the right way for me. Not just one success after another, one, conquest after another. This is a time of really looking at things, building things out, and gaining a greater understanding within things. We're also going to be really attracted to people who we look at as, shining stars, as, these larger than life type of people during this time, who are able to get things done, who are, basking in their own aura of success and determination and focus and fire. Now, our chakra energy for this time. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly, guide this reading and show me clearly, is dreams. This is going to be a time, if we let it, this is a great time to be advanced by embracing our dreams, by embracing what our heart desires, by embracing what our soul wants from us. And this is going to be a time with the third eye chakra really opening up, that we need to listen to the intuitive part of us, because there's going to be this bigger part of us that's really going to shine through Aries as a fire sign energy, as a person ruled by Aries, that, having Mars so prevalently within us. This is going to be a time where we see ourselves as the doer and the conqueror, not as the dreamer. And the dreamer is important here. The dreamer has his place within our lives and within ourselves. And so often, especially when we're focusing on success and we're focusing on bounties and we're focusing on what we want and what we need and where we need to be within our lives, we forget about the dream. And Spirit is saying here, the dream is very important. Open up your third eye. Don't make everything having to be weighed and judged and in just a certain way, because the strength comes not through the conquest, not through the people will listen to me because. It comes through the people will listen to me because there's compassion and love here. And even if they don't listen to me, I'm still going to move forward, doing what it is that I need to do, embracing what it is that I need to embrace, being who it is that I want to be, embracing strength that people don't quantify as easily as they do that big, bulky, powerhouse strength. And so during this time, as we're embracing our determination, as we're focusing on success, as this is like a great time for us to develop and share our intuitive and psychic abilities, this is a time that we come to things as the healer. This is a time where we embrace, again, Pluto's natural abilities for healing, for, connection, for transformation, for rebuilding, for love. And this is going to be that time that we connect with that through strength of will, strength of determination, strength of focus, but also a calming sense of this is who I am, this is what I love, and this is what I want. It brings us to the Four of Cups, the Four of Water. This is a sense of we're getting a gift that we necessarily can't see right in the moment, because there's going to be so many other things that we're looking at. There's going to be so many things that we're, trying to get done on this one day with this energy just the right way. That something is going to come into play and we think, wow, this was a curveball, or wow, I don't understand why this had to happen at this time. I was heading in such a upward, forward momentum. And what we have here with the Four of Water, the Four of Cups, it's like, listen to the songs of the whales, like listen to the deeper song that at first would kind of freak you out when you first hear it. I remember hearing a whale song when I was little, and it was on a CD, and I just thought, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing. It was the freakiest thing when I first heard it, but the coolest thing. And this is going to be the time for us where we hear this song, and it's going to be something that takes us out of ourselves in a very real way during this Mars trine Pluto. And it's almost going to be like it's trying us. It's pushing us out of our comfort zone to embrace this song, to embrace this way of communication, to embrace this gift that's coming forward. It leads us then to being the craftsman of air. It leads us to crafting and cultivating our minds and our desires, and really connecting with our blood and, our minds, and where it is that we want to be within ourselves, and what it is that we desire from ourselves, and what it is that we're calling forward. This is a time to look at us, and not look at us in relation to everything else. Look at us and say, where do I shine, and why do I shine? What is it that I want, and where is it that I need to be? It brings us to, this in our inner selves. This is a time to get things done. This is a time to put out, the problems that have been stumping us before. Look at things in a new and different way. It opens up doors that we didn't even know were closed. And it brings us to the Hermit. It brings us with our hearts saying, I need to shine this light within. I need to take this and run with it. Now, of course, we are exuding this beautiful or energy of confidence and purpose and sensuality and sexuality and power and passion. So we're going to want to not just hide away with this energy coming forward, but we're also going to want to utilize this energy in the way that we feel the most comfortable. If we don't feel comfortable at this time going out and mingling and everything like that, this is a time for us to use this energy and incorporate it into our work, into our passion, into our creativity, into the way that we're connecting, however that is during this time. And so the Hermit is saying, shine that light within your heart, and let this be a time, not, oh my gosh, it's such a great time, but I'm not going to utilize it in a traditional way or in the way that I would normally, do so. Mars trine Pluto is saying, take this gift now. Take this gift and utilize it, even if it's just, running around the house with your kids, or, out walking your dog and saying hi to people, things like that. It's going to be the best thing, and it's going to open up the self and the soul in ways that you hadn't anticipated. It brings us then to the world, and the world becomes so much more open because we have this confidence to kind of back us up and say, of course I can. Well, of course I can do that. And of course I can move that way. And of course I am going to. So the world is opening up. And this isn't a time where we look through the door and say, oh, that's a little bit much. No, thank you. This is a time where we look at things and say, that's exactly what I want. This is the time to jump and go. This is the time to try that crazy thing, or step out of the box, or do something that seems, so out there, and yet so perfect for us. And so the world opens to us, and we, as the beautiful Aries that we are, as the warriors, as the determined, focused, powerhouse, we're going to take it. But we're going to take it for ourselves, not for anybody else, and not to prove anything to anybody else. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of during this time, and that's the Death card, Scorpio energy. So if we have this within our natal chart, do be mindful of the way it comes up and kind of makes us a little bit secretive, makes us a little bit sneaky, not in a bad way, but in a way that's like, this isn't your business. I don't want it to be your business. Leave me alone. Now, with other people, that's going to be the thing that we have a little bit of trouble with. Their sneakiness, this isn't your business, kind of leave me alone type of thing. We're going to want to be in the middle of it all. And that's going to be great. But we also have to know that people are going to have their own way of dealing with this energy and connecting with this energy. And some of them may not feel as comfortable, taking hold of it and saying, yes, I'm going to run with it, as you will, Aries. Our subconscious chakra message is nourishing. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. We are nourishing ourselves now. Our child self, our adult self, the person that we want to be, the person that we need to be, the way that we're opening up the doors, the way that we're seeing ourselves, we're nurturing from the earth what is needed within us to have us grow strong, powerful, and determined. it leads us to our subconscious rooted energy, which is judgment. This is a time where we have to say to ourselves, does my heart weigh more than a feather? And that is how Anubis judged the slain, judged the fallen. He would weigh the hearts of the ancient Egyptians against a feather. That's how the mythology went. And if your heart was lighter than a feather, you got to go into paradise. And that seems like a very odd thing, or it seems like also a very, heavy thing to ask, to say, does your heart weigh less than a feather? Because logically you're going to say no. But what the energy around this is like, how much are you carrying with you? How much doubt and hurt and pain and fear and heartbreak do you carry that will keep you from embracing paradise? And so that doesn't have to be a question that's asked by Anubis. That can be a question that's asked by us right here and right now. How do we embrace our hearts? And are they too heavy? It moves us to our subconscious inner self, which is the Ace of Water. And this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of cleansing, beautiful energy, saying this is the time, this is where we need to be. It's washing out the muck and the mire. It's washing out that which weighs us down and saying, embrace the heart, embrace the soul, embrace the passion of the self, embrace what needs to be seen and who we are. And this can make us a little bit sensitive during this time. And we can berate ourselves for the sensitivity because, no, we're supposed to be moving forward with determination and success and focus and power, and that's great. But also know that you will be sensitive and you will be connecting more and more with your emotional self during this time. It's that healing, beautiful, transformation of Pluto coming in, as well as the warrior of Mars. And then it leads us to our subconscious energy that crowns us, and that is the Hierophant. Now, if we're born on the cusp with Taurus, or if we have Taurus energy within our natal chart, that's coming through very powerfully in our hearts or our emotional selves. But we're also very much having Earth sign energy grounding our hearts during this time. We need to look at us, and we need to look at us with wisdom and determination and focus and pride. Why am I doing this? Why am I moving forward this way? What is it that is right for me? What is intrinsically powerful, right, and beautiful for me? That if I step away from it, I step away from a divine part of myself. It moves us to our subconscious public arena, and that is the King of Cups. The King of Cups says, I rule only me. I cannot rule everybody else, and I will not rule everybody else. He is the king that is most aligned with the sacred feminine. This is going to be a time where we have this sacred masculine energy coming forward of Aries. Okay? It plays off of our sacred masculine energy, the energy that rules us, the energy that focuses us. And this is going to be a time subconsciously where we lead by example, but we lead by the heart and say, if this doesn't feel right for me, I step away from this. If this isn't aligned with me, I do not need it. And so I call myself forward with power and intensity and focus and brilliance. I call myself into being myself, and I don't let anybody stand in my way. And that's going to be a really, really, really beautiful thing for you, Aries. Okay, Aries, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace Mars, trine, Pluto. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries.